All right.
Oh, so you watch it on Saturdays? That's what you were saying. Oh, I thought you were saying like if it was Sunday. I'm like, I can watch it all day.
I watch it on Saturday night at 9 p.m.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Noted.
Nailed it. All right, so check it out, bro. US Dirty 30. So same situation that happened now. I want to show you something that you probably didn't know. All right. You ready for your mind to be blown? Are you ready? Say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready to receive these blessings that the Lord is about to bestow upon you? Watch this. You check that right there, and then you want to put in GBP, JPY. Click on it, and look what it does, bro. The whole point is that when GJ is going down, US30 goes down as well. All indice pairs go down. Okay? Isn't that sexy?
That is.
That's sexy. And then check this out. If you want to uncheck that, if you want to go, you can do that, and then you can do UCAD, USD CAD. Hit enter. Why isn't it doing that? Why? Oh, yeah, you're right there. All right, so I'm gonna remove that. Not the drawing, mother sucker. Remove. All right, so I'm gonna compare that and USD CAD. Oh, do I have to take that one out too? Okay. Yeah. Now we go back. And I just did. All right. Enter. Why aren't you working, you sucker? Hold on. All right. Anyways, look, it's on here. Maybe I just do it like that. That's weird. It's not working right now. That's Damn, bro. You
Got strong one.
You got strong lungs. Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
What does sneezing have to do with strong lungs?
Everything.
Oh, is that right?
You know?
I have strong lungs too, right, baby? Because when I sneeze, it wakes up the neighborhood. All right, there we go. Let's see. USD CAD. There we go. Like a sucker motherfucker. Look at that. So you can see it better on the line chart. When USD CAD is heading up, indices are heading down. And GJ, see? What about the daily? See, look. Look, it's almost like these two want to hold hands. See that? Let's try to get them together. Trying to move it closer, but yeah. Oh, look. Y'all got the point, though. Y'all get it. So, all right. So we're going to remove that. That's just a little nugget that you probably did not know. Same situation, bro. So, you know, charting this out, I'm going to look at the weekly, look at the monthly. Monthly is going up. Weekly is going sideways. And I kind of knew that. So if the monthly is going up, and the daily is going sideways, there's a pretty good chance that the weekly is going sideways as well. So that just means for me that this thing is probably going to consolidate. I want to see what happens when the week opens up next week. But remember, GJ is heading down right now. But GJ also headed up towards the end of the day um, on the lower time frame. See, look. Well, it went up. Oh, it went up to go back down. So I didn't pay attention to it. But it's consolidating. So it's still trending, which means like you want to look at the pattern and where it is. So you want to go to US30 as well, right? And you want to see where it is. So I always go to the overall. And overall, it was like, man, this thing has been shooting up, since it started, since, it was born, right? So 2004, it's just been climbing, and since invention, right? So it's like this. It dropped to create a low and then start climbing up. And what's funny is that there were some people that missed this move because they knew that it was going to drop. And then it started climbing again. And now everybody was thinking, okay, it's going to drop again. But now it didn't reach this high, but there's no real indication because just the deal, society has to go very bad for this thing to just plummet back down here to 1800. But there's something I haven't told you about candlesticks. All wicks have to fill. And the reason why wicks have to fill is because that wicks have to fulfill price.
I think Amanda told me that.
Okay. So every time you see a wick like this, it's gonna have to fulfill its price. So even if it doesn't come down to 1816 right now, it's probably gonna still come down to here, 21,405. That's more realistic at this juncture. It's moving sideways, which means it's going to be a breakout one way or the other because it didn't create a new high. See? So it's kind of like a higher low situation. So it's probably gonna try to, it probably is going down to go back up. But let's see what happens with the daily and the weekly. So I always chart on Saturdays to see what happened. And then on Monday, I'm a chart for the real week. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I put everything on TradingView, and that's when I chart on my TradingView. So right now, like you see how I did, you see how I marked everything up. I always start on the line chart. That's on the daily. I always chart either on the daily or the 4 hour just so I can get, sometimes the weekly or the monthly, just so I can just do it, right? And I'll go to the regular candlesticks. But we'll see what that's going to do. We're going to see what it's going to do. I want to go to a pair I haven't charted yet. Look, you can see I got, S&P 500 doing the same thing. UK 100, I've charted that one out as well. NAS is one of my favorite pairs. Charting that one out. I just believe it's going to create a higher low situation. So I'm looking for that. Let's see if look, same situation. You see that it reached up, but Hackenarchi gives you the trend. So the trend is starting. So I'm looking for all of those pairs to come down. Like I pray that it happens because I'm gonna drop something in NAS100 and I'll catch it the rest of the way down to. And if you looked at, let me go to my trading view. If you look at where, there it goes. I don't know if you follow me on trading view. Do you follow me on TradingView?
No.
So if you would have followed me in August on TradingView, look at this. Oh, wait. I don't even know why that happened. I'm not going to do that. But look, targets reached, hit my second TP4, so I'm gonna have to play it a little bit so you can kind of see it. But look, you don't have to listen to me in the background. But it went right there, bro, and it smashed through my TP4. It shot up. So what was that? 12056.8. And I put it right here. I updated it, you know. And see, it was a guy that commented on my shit. He said that it was gonna come back down here and retrace. And I just put back to him, don't think that happened, but remember, trust your own technicals. Trading is 100% subjective. And he said, look at the history of how NASDAQ moves. We should expect a 2.6 drop every 1,000 points up. That shit didn't happen. Like he has his dick in his hand pretty much, right? So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna exit out of here. I'm gonna go back to NAS, right? Oh, gotta go to chart, right there. Yeah. Go to chart. I don't know why I went to US30. Okay. So I'm going to NAS and look what happened, bro. It went all the way up here. All the way. Past where I had it going. So anyways, long story short, it smashed through. Now I have it going down. And, that's why I don't really pay attention to anybody else, man. I let people do what they want to do, say what they want to say. There was many times me and Manny would be going back and forth about gold, and I know gold. I can show you gold. I map gold out all the time. That's just one of the pairs that when I first started trading. Now I will tell you this: I think it is true what people tell you. Study 1 to 4 pairs so you can just know how pairs look. Boy, you better not go to sleep. I will drop kick you.
Bro, I'm paying attention. You talking?
I see you in the background doing like this, going.
Bro, I didn't.
Yeah, don't try that. Hey, look, my wife already told me I have a soothing voice. So, if you are falling asleep, she said, baby, your voice is too soothing because you putting me to sleep. Go over there sitting back like this. So, anyway, I'm looking for this to go down, but like we see, there's conflict on the larger time on the monthly, but the weekly and the daily, remember Hakinachi, they start telling you the trend. So the daily, the 4-hour, I'm looking for it to continue down, but I want to find a pair here that I haven't really charted. I erased gold because I know gold is ranging. There's conflict on all time frames. Look at that. I mean, it's all over the place. So, let's do. You say euros are there? Let's do. CAD JPY. I'm gonna try something brand new that the wifey is going. You said NU. We already did that. EG. I probably already charged that too. Let's see. Oh, I can rechart it. Okay. All right. So this is how I look at it, bro. I'll come on here and I'll check it out. I'll see what the overall pattern is. It like this thing has just been ranging since existence. Like, look what it's done. It had one major drop, but for whatever reason, it loves this zone, right? So it loves that area. So let's put this here. Yeah. Yep. Let's put that there. Do what I always do. Take my zone, put it there. Now this is what's real cool, and I know I keep saying we're gonna cover it, but gotta give it a little bit of time. So this is a zone right here, bro. This is a major zone. Move this over. For whatever reason, price likes it. It hasn't broken it. And another reason why it probably hasn't broken up is because the pound dollar and the euro dollar are both kind of like they're kind of flatlined anyway. So it's probably why you have both of these pairs now together. Probably why it's kind of like just stayed underneath this zone area right here that we see. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it right there. Now I'm gonna go to the weekly, look at it, test it out. Same type of situation. Go to the daily, playing my zone. Yep. Go to the 4 hour. Same thing, right? Now I'm going to spread it out. And we know that it's a ranging market, but we also know that the highest point was right here, right? So the highest point is right here. What does that make this overall?
Downtrend.
Yeah, it's been trending down. So you want to now put your candlesticks on and you want to say, okay, go to monthly. It's bullish. Go to weekly. It's bullish. Go to daily. Ouch. Look what's happening right here. Now, did the daily come down to go back up? Very possible, right? Or did the daily, you know, what helps me look at this though is right here, there's another situation going on when I look at it right here. So I go back to my line chart, right? And I'll clone this and I'll move it down, but now I'm gonna shrink it. And to shrink it, hold on. Let me go. Let me go back to the monthly. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink this down as much as I possibly can. I see that, so I can always adjust it a little bit, but shrink it down as much as I possibly can. And now I'm gonna go back to the 4 hour. And I'm gonna see that right here, for whatever reason, it likes this area. Go to the 1 hour. Same thing. So whatever this is a resistance area now. Like it broke through, but it hit the top there. Because remember, the overall is a downtrend, right? Because that was the new high, and now it's coming up, and it could be ranging. It pushed up like this, so this is also could be giving me an indication that look, if you look at it from this way, it could be trending up, but we also know that, if you look at this on the weekly, it hasn't been this high. So it climbed it, then it had to come back down to come up. So this is letting me know that this is probably, even though this is a downtrend, it's probably going to create a higher low situation and push up. So I'm gonna go here, and I know, look, I put my candlesticks on, same thing, it's struggling in that area. Look, bam, I mean, it's just in that area. Prices hit that zone, bounce away from it, hit this zone, bounce away from it, hit this zone, bounce away from it. It's probably gonna bounce away a little bit. So the way you can kind of calculate that if you wanted to is you can take your trend line, go back to your line chart always, and you can go from here. You can go from here, man. That thing got thick. Kind of like it. Like that girl's thick. Yeah, so you can take it and you can draw it from there, right there, right? So now let's go back to the 4-hour, right? And you can play with it. You know, trend lines are subjective. So you can do it like that if you want. So you know that price is probably going ahead here so that it can bounce off and shoot back up this way. Push maybe to the top of there, right? So now we're gonna go here, see how that looks. And on Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna go come back to this pair and see if this has created on the weekly, right? If it's created another candle, because and on the real thing is I looked at this candle, right? Price rejected here in the zone, then it came back up here and hit the zone again. This is just this week. The monthly is moving sideways, but then look, that's why I was saying you can't make it up, bro, when you're doing your technical analysis. Look at this. Look where the monthly candle is. It's on my trend line, right? So one or two things is about to happen. It's either going to create another candle sideways next month, right? Or it's going to come here. So let's go back to the weekly. And if it does do that, because remember, we got like one more week after this, it could do like this, but then I think if this candlestick forms this week above price, which will be like somewhere in this area right here, then I'm gonna just guess it and say that it's gonna go up, right? Because it did already kind of bounce off of this trend line. You go the 4-hour is going up, daily is going sideways. But let's just mark it up and see what we see, right? So I will go back to my line chart. I'll take my fibs. I always just place my fibs. That way, I'll do like this. Take it and just put it right there at the top where the highest price was, and then you go to where the lowest was. And the lowest was, even though it was right here on the 9th, you can still put it there, because some people will put it here because they're going by current price. But I like to put it here because that price point is significant. So I'm gonna go back to my Hikanashi candle. And check it out. Now we're sitting on the 4-hour. It's a pretty good indication that this thing right here is going to hit this right here, right? And then I think it's going to go like this, because this, I think it's going to come down here to either here or here, right? Because you can still say that could be a higher low situation. And then you're going to see it go up like this. I think it's going to bounce off my 50%, come down. Do we know that? How we know that? Because I'm looking at this daily. I'm thinking that the daily is going to go down. It's going to form either sideways or down. It might go up 1 or 2 days. But I mean, the weekly, I just want to see what this weekly candle is going to do. But that will be my hunch at the overall move for this pair, because I think you can look for it to go down to like TP2. And then if you wanted to say, okay, remove that, let's just chart it the opposite way. See how just to see how it lines up, right? So you would still go where current price was. So you'll go from that area. Well, let's go back to the 4 hour. So place them, and then you'll just take this and you'll take it from the low. And that's why sometimes I like doing it on the weekly, because you can kind of see where price is, right? So I would go from this current area right here, and then I'll bring this down. And now let's see how things match up and see what happens. Now you do it, you take it from there, and look, this is real cool because look, I even put a zone there, but there is some type of price going. Something's happening with price here. Look, you go back in the past, you know, that's April. Something's going on right here. There's something happening here. You know, like that old Vietnam song. There's something happening here. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there is where you see price bounced up. And then right here, it took off. And the reason why it took off from here, bro, because look, it's played on the 50% level right here a lot. It's played on that line a lot, even the 60%, 61%, 8 retracement. Like, look, bam, bam. Broke through it, came back here, created a higher low, hit TP1. It matches up, comes down to wherever this area is. That's a nice price area. Nice zones. You can draw zones all over. I just don't typically do it. But let's say that's a zone, right? It bounced up. And look, if you calling the buy for this, right? You calling the buy for this, you could just say, hey, it's going to bounce off this zone, which it did, and have a continuation to the upside. And you could say that it's going to keep going up, which wouldn't be a bad thing, because maybe price is trying to rise. You know, you never know. But Eurgbp is a ranging price at the moment. And how do we know it's ranging? I mean, hell, look at the daily. It's going sideways. That makes sense, my love? All right. So that was EGB, Eurgbp. Let me see. All right.